So, good morning. It is the morning, and it's the 6th of January, 2023. King's Day. Not missing this one. And my name's Tim, among others, that I have finally shared with you. And what do I want to say today? To be completely honest, all I ever want to say is along the lines of what my teacher always says. That he simplifies and brings you into a time of appreciation and understanding. And I've not talked about my teacher much, because there's a funny game going on. A game with many involved, with their own personal reputations that I take it very seriously to protect. And my teacher being one of those, through this time, I've had a complete certainty of where, in a sense, I'm going. But there have certainly been points, and perhaps still are, where I will simply not make it, where I will be lost. And yet, my teacher never let go of me. And I never let go of him. And I cannot stress how important the teacher-student relationship is in this. And I think all in their understanding and need to understand that. And so for me, all I ever want to do is come with that same energy that he always comes with. And that's a process, you know. I'm not a teacher. And yet, I am. And I want you to know, and him to know, that every word that I have spoken and will ever speak is truly by his grace. And that must be understood. So anyway, I wanted to chat with you, of course. It's kind of all I want to do, and find myself, you know, I've been sort of busy through the week, and it's Saturday today, and I got this beautiful day off, a heavenly day off. And I knew immediately that I would be able to talk to you. And just that alone lifts me. But also I was lifted. It's like one of those days where you feel your cup is full. You can't explain it to anyone. It's related to my experiences. But it overflows. And it's at those points where you just go, well, I want to share this experience. I want to talk to the people that I want to talk to. I'm not really sure where this one will go. I'm feeling a little bit playful. So there could be some ping pong. So I'll be very playful with it. But there are, like I've said, a year of healing we're heading into. I'm certain of this. And in healing, communication is often part of it. You know, for me, myself, my healing is understanding, raising my awareness, seeing it as it is. But my position, if you like, in this, requires me to understand the intricacies of what has gone on between some of us and will go on, and must be lightened, it must be resolved, it must be healed. And really, like I say, a bit of ping pong. So you just start to understand my approach here. Back in 2019, when I did the shows, and especially the second show, That I Know You, cheeky invisible people, have seen. The ones at that show, hidden, if you like, I was aware of that very day. The magic involved in my life at that time was like nothing I have ever felt. This show happened. It has a story that I have lived. The end of the show was my colleagues going one way and me going the other. We circled round the back of the stage, in the darkness, if you like, regrouped, and came up for what I consider was the finale. It was the three of us stepping up to take the applause we so richly deserved. Now that played out at the time with a couple of colleagues, of friends, on this physical earth. But you must understand that the meaning behind it was so much larger than that. My colleagues went through their own trials, believe me. I was not easy to work with. I was, I don't know, I mean, my mate Monica went through it with me on that show. It was the most powerful thing I would say I have ever done. And I believe with time they will understand the same. But the healing required is not necessarily with them. That was a picture of something larger, far larger. My insight had crossed boundaries very unusual to cross, and I knew that all along, and have done every day since. One of the characters in the show, my rival, I would say, here's the ping pong. I will afford you privacy. I will not say your name, but you are important to me because you are very, very important to others that are very, very, very important to me. So without getting ahead of yourself, like I said, I'll afford you the privacy you didn't afford me. I will be so open with you that you cannot go off into your mind unless that is the only place you have. I'm offering you my hand because you are important. But you must understand who I am. If you are who I believe you are, you will remember. When I coined the term, once a pregnant goldfish, always a pregnant goldfish. Because that is what I called you, isn't it? When I said I can read your mind, after I'd seen how you were treating someone, your position, justified, given, you stepped into a role. But truly, you missed a point or two when you did that. I want to be very understanding with you, and I want you to be understanding with me. If there's a chance of proving that saying from heaven, right or wrong, because I don't know where you've gone. I have great trust because of your company, if you like. I have great trust that you are stronger than that. Because, let us be honest, we have all been pregnant goldfishes at some point. And I personally want to prove that saying wrong. And I believe we can certainly prove that saying wrong. We have all done it. Except perhaps one, and that's not me. And if you know who you are, then you know who I'm talking about. And the betrayal, in a sense, it wasn't just of me. You know, I think I deserve an apology. And I'll help you. I forgive you in advance. I honestly, I don't give a shit. I can honestly say that. That's why I can honestly hold my hand out to you. And I believe I need to. Because I believe for a greater harmony, working together would be advantageous in this. But I will need to know of your intentions. I just will. And without putting too much topspin on this, because this is just our first game of ping pong. So just a light topspin. Remember who I am. And look, I want to know you, because I think it would resolve quite a lot. That it would be a part of this healing among a very important group of people that I am committed to for life. And that you were slightly instrumental in turning from me. And there is no, this is just stuff. This is just part of the illusion that has preceded this day. That we need to come into echoes of the present now, not echoes of the past. To step beyond it. And if you are who I think you are more than capable of that. And I believe for us to take that final applause, it is important to resolve this particular thing. But that will involve you stepping beyond what you may or may not still be going through. You know, I try not to have too much insight into you. But you know, let us all be gentle with each other here. And I ask you very specifically to be gentle with my wild bird. And, you know, we need to move forward here. And may we be lying. That's what this is about, remember. The privilege that brought you to that position. Justified. You know. But we need to focus our intentions on what they should be. And your allies were not the best. So I think we need to refocus. Ping pong over. Because, you know, I want to find harmony here. If I am to be forced purely to find that within me for the rest of my life, because then I will. But if there's a chance that I can reach the people I want to reach, I will continue to try. I think I've proved that. As much as some wanted to defeat me, and still do, and probably always will, they need to understand that defeat, what's that? I mean, I'm being told I could be vaporized, killed, and all of that. I ain't listening to that, but hey, if that's what needs to happen, I'd prefer a kind of Star Trek transporter vaporizing. That I could deal with that. So if there's any USS Enterprises up there want to beam me up, I'm all for that. If I have to suffer and struggle the world's sin, that sounds fun, doesn't it? Look, I'm in for the long haul, is what I'm trying to say. And I have a purpose. And it would seem that purpose will continue. And I want to be a conscious part of it. And that involves some clear communication and some healing among some very important people and among all people. That we must step into this unity, this unconditional love. And don't get all flipping airy-fairy about it. It's you that holds it. It's not like, oh, show that love. Oh, look how much I gave. Oh, look what I did for the orphans. Oh, and need 1,000 likes on your Instagram. That is almost the opposite of what I'm talking about. Help those orphans. Don't put it on your Instagram. Do it really. Do it from your heart. That is the energy that's going to get us into this new earth. That is the energy that will give us this unity. And it is the only way forward. A little bit more ping pong. I can't help seeing a few things going on. Blinkers on, that's what I told you. I think I need blinkers that way. Because well, Orange Jesus. It's incredible the support he's garnered. People now, I assume, in that Republican Party, it's like a mafia. You've been caught. You've all essentially murdered and done all these awful things and are so in this sort of awful indebted situation. You think your money and your future depends on it and you will fight to the death. And maybe you will. I mean, amazes me that you could be so blind and take the Lord's name in vain. It's not just Orange Jesus is doing, but all of them. Alina Harbour. Ready for some ping pong? Goodness me. You say God put you there to protect Jesus, Orange Jesus. That's the fight you honestly believe you're fighting. Or is it the $1 million a year that kind of gets you going? And you're just a PR lady. but you don't understand what you're doing and who you're playing ping pong with now, because I've listened to you and you're a fool. I mean, the other day, the slips of tongue are brilliant, a Freudian slips of tongue. The other day I heard you saying, well, what was it? He doesn't always do what's popular or what's right, but that's his, you know. You admit to crimes. You project exactly what you are guilty of. The whole lot of you. And I'm hopeful-ish for the Republican Party. But to support a man that on top of everything that we knew, it's now being proven, if you like, that what went on with Epstein and everything, I mean, it's a little bit gross, isn't it? And he has come out and defended Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. And yet, they know. They know what they've done, and they can never admit it. But this awareness needs to be there. You need to understand that he is not a good man in any shape or form. And I am here to essentially fight him. And you know, it's an embarrassment to have to say some of the stuff that there are so many individuals blinded by their greed, utter and disgusting greed. And remember, I'm not going back. But it is in your DNA. And it scares me. It scares me that so many could fall for this man and think that he cares. That he is sacrificed. Oh, he's using all the wording now. He is literally trying to steal my story. Well, I pray the law does come down on this. And of course the Supreme Court are going to be involved. Goodness me, what a mess. But it would seem what will be, will be. But I will never accept the form and structure of hatred that they talk of, and that they have tricked so many into believing. These evangelicals talk of, I don't know how they have twisted this story. Just for their own enrichment. I mean, this is pure, unadulterated greed. You mega pastors, I mean, my goodness, you know, works for you. It's all like the flipping secret in the wrong hands, really, isn't it? Some lovely big houses, and hey, that's fine. I'd love one. But I would never go about getting it in the way that you have. Especially when the bottom line, it would seem, when you support Orange Jesus, your bottom line is money, and you ignore essentially all the teachings, so that you come out with, you're not the first ones, it's been done for hundreds, thousands of years, but you're doing it right now. And I told you, that's nothing to do with forgiveness. You're doing it right now. And you're using it to build hate, to build your army of the lost. And they're getting more lost with you. And I want, to be honest, I want to help them turn from that path, because it's a dark one. Not too much top spin on there. I think I better stop a minute. A bit carried away. And it's supposed to be a time of understanding, acceptance, and seeing through the illusions of this world, which I'm bringing up. So, sorry about that, but I told you I'm standing against this darkness. Anyway, if I have to do it for the rest of my life, tucked away like this, I will. And I know I reach the ones that I care about completely. And that, to be honest, is my service. That I reach to you and talk of the same thing. This love for oneself, love for this planet, and love for all beings and all life. It's not a short measure. And you have to see within that there's no real room for hate at all. Not. It cannot stand in this light for 1 second. That's the sort of light we need. That's the sort of magic we need. And that's the sort of magic I want to feel every day, because I know it exists. And I don't want to be on my own for the rest of my life like this. I don't. I want to join you. It's like told nothing I can do to approach this dream. And even if I get it, it is still a dream. And that's the sort of understanding, in a sense, that awakens me and prepares me. Because the only thing that will break through this illusion, this echo of the past, is an echo of the present. An echo of that presence. That's what we have the ability to bring to this earth. That is what children do when they play. They're just present. That's what musicians, singers, dancers, the praise, all of it, that steps past this illusion. It is an echo of their individual presence, that they've understood something, that they are present. That's what we need to carry with ourselves. That's what we need to nurture. And that's what fills your cup. Your cup. And that's the subject that I want to live in. That I want to, whenever I talk to you, that is what I bring to the table. A reminder, a simple, human, grounded reminder of who you are. Because off we go in this world and get taken away from who we are. And of all the things my teacher's done for me, he's always brought me back. Without fail. So I send out to you this little catch up. Another catch up. No expectations. Another link. Another step on this journey with the people that I am walking with, that our hearts are aligning. They are. And I want that same. I see in so many such a trust, such a knowing. And I want to mirror that now. Because this is the year for this. This is the year of unity, of healing, and stepping forward on a path preordained by this universe. And I will not doubt that. And these are my steps at the moment that I seem to be limited to, or I am limiting myself to. I don't know. Anyway, happy 6th of January, 2024. Happy New Year. And let it be one of the most exciting years. One of the most uplifting years that has ever been known. For the very planet itself, for where we're going. It is essential to raise our awareness of this and to step away from the lies, the hatred, the bigotry, the hypocrisy. And step into truth because it exists and we all know it deep down anyway. It's about getting close to your true self. And who can you love more than anyone than your true self? Yes, love and heal your flaws and your this and your that, but what invokes the most love is getting a glimpse of that true self. That in a sense for me it is a chess game against myself. But I feel that both players are on the same side. So how can we play chess anymore? Let's just play. Not playing myself, that get awkward bringing that up now, but you know what I mean. Goodness me, need to lighten you lot up. I mean, honestly. I've got to get some jokes. I'm going to start learning jokes. And I've been watching House a lot. You know, Dr. House thing lately has me in fits. He is brilliant. So I'm learning my medical knowledge from House. Because it's the best, isn't it? Now, I absolutely has me laughing so much. But this is what we need to play with. That in this life, you know, attract what lifts you. If it's comedy for a while, it's music, it's going for a walk, it's going within, whatever it is. Let that take on a much greater momentum than the worry, the fear. They're watching the news, all of that. that we have an ability to change our narrative and make it a good one, you know. It's all a delusion. Choose a good one. And I'd say choose love. Choose peace. Especially now. As we go into this year. Especially now. Because that is what will outshine the darkness. That must be outshone. And lovely to talk to you. I'll talk to you soon. And of course, a little hi to the wild bird. Because that's who I want to talk to. And I just want to say how wonderful you are. That's it. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And always so lovely to see you. And that last one, I might have seen you this morning, but I'm not sure. You were shape-shifting. But 3 or 4 days ago or something, I got it in my journal. I can't remember. It was not long. And that was so clear. So on subject of what we spoke of. And my excitement to join you in that service was the experience for me. And I touched your hand. I reckon that's a step in the right direction. So I must be doing something right, folks. Because I feel closer than ever to you. All. And the wild bird. So a very happy day. Because that's what I'm going to do. I might go surfing. I think we've got a wave. I probably won't catch anything. I'm completely out of shape. I've hardly been. But I'm going to go. But that wetsuit, and I said I bought this wetsuit. I'm not kidding. I'm going to end up in the car park one of these days afterwards. I can't get the bloody thing off. It's like a straitjacket. As it's one of these that you pull. Difficult to explain. But if you see a guy struggling in the car park with a wetsuit and he cannot get it off, you've got to help. You've got to pull, because my arms start cramping. It's like it's a bit too small. Anyway, more information than anyone needs. I just want to step closer to you and make you realise how normal and unnormal I am. Because how else can I present myself except being myself? And this I will always endeavour to do. And I will always endeavour to reach for you for as long as it takes. So, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful life. And let's take it from here.